am not the problem. I am the problem.
Shit.
Okay, folks, how you doing? Welcome back to Mike and Mike. You hear all of that back end stuff, so the guilty.
Just chopping it up a little bit.
Yeah, the guilty has been found, you know. Anyway, good night. For those of you join us live, we thank you for taking the time out to join us, the Mike and Mike show. And would keep on asking you to like, subscribe, share with a friend, share with a family member, share with a stranger. As what I said last week, if you have to share it because of the type of a toxicity on the show, that would entertain us as well. Anyway, without further ado, we're gonna jump right into it. As usual, our panel, we got a full house. We got a full house in the house today.
Yeah.
And
Investors back.
as we start, to my immediate right, we got King Tox.
King Tox,
Justin,
baby.
in the house.
Hello, good night.
Yeah.
CIA's on their way.
I like that.
They could
To
bring
our
it.
far right, we got Angel, aka Prime Minister Khalees,
Prime Minister Khalees.
in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. And welcome back. Welcome back to the platform, to the legendary of all time, of the time of all times. Mike, a.k.a. Baby Trump in the house.
The intelligent investor.
The intelligent investor.
Oh, Mike, I bought some stock in, what's it called? Hadera, H-Bar.
And as usual, Mike here, MAGA.
Maga Porter.
MAGA Porter in the house.
Respect.
AKA, I watch everything on CNN.
Yeah.
Fox News, Channel 11, everything we watch. YouTube, everything we watch. Anyway, folks, thank you again for joining us. And we are delighted that you can be here live with us. And as we do some discussion, have some discussion about, according to society, the orange man, the baby Trump daddy, his stepfather, the whole shebang. You know, there's a couple of things on the inside of the news where we're gonna kick off and get things rolling. So, one of the things we know pertaining to this Epstein thing, we see it becoming more prominent, and there's a quote, I was gonna read it. I screenshotted from the news today, where the judge literally blocking this Epstein thing because he believed that Trump is doing a distraction. There's a bigger deal behind the whole shebang of what's happening. And he believed the Trump administration is using this Epstein, keep on claiming to release the file and all that stuff as a distraction. So I don't know. I mean, this Epstein thing is just kind of, to me, it's kind of getting out of hand, and it's played out right now. I mean, we know that there's important people on this file. I mean, you don't necessarily need it to be released, to be honest with you.
There are a lot of high-profile people out there.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
guess
told you, I don't care anymore.
I guess people are gonna get embarrassed if this file really.
No, they're not going to be embarrassed.
Come
They're
in the
going to be
public.
tried. They're going to go to prison. They touch children.
Yeah, that's true too.
And they have sexual relations with children. They're going to, these are evil people. So like I've said before, I don't even care anymore who's on the list because you're going to get yours. Karma's going to come and get you.
100%.
So the ones that are on that list, you know who you are, Israel. And karma's going to get you.
That's stricken from the record.
No, it's not.
We don't know anything, right? So whatsoever right now. It's not released, so we don't know who is who. We are speculating that there are some high-profile individual on this file, in this file.
You know, because the facts that I speak, we're the #1 rated podcast in Palestine and Iran right now.
Oh yeah.
They love us in Iran right now.
Since when is that?
What are you talking about?
gotta
I'm
see
right
the
there.
record.
Candace Owens is #1 and the garage is #2. Mike and Mike moving forward.
What about Joe Rogan?
Huh? Nah, they don't listen to Joe Rogan's like #10 in Iran, bro. We're above Joe Rogan right now in
they're
Iran.
above Joe Rogan.
We're the hottest in Iran right now. We're the talk of Tehran.
Yeah, because they're coming for you.
They're not coming for me, bro. They can't touch me.
That's why they're so high. They're like, they want to make sure they get the spot and that's it.
8-pack. See, you know what's funny? I can't believe there'll be a day that I'm actually agreeing with Marjorie Taylor Greene to where she understands that 8-pack needs to be registered with FARA as a foreign agent. We've come to find out that there's 535 members of Congress, right? 525 members of Congress have taken money from 8-pack. 525 members. That means only 10 members from Congress.
What's wrong with that, though?
What do you mean? You shouldn't be taking money from 8-pack at all.
So AIPAC is this entity.
Those are the lobbyists for Israel.
I guess he said.
And they refuse to register with FARA. They're supposed to be registered with FARA because they're a foreign agent.
Right.
And they basically paid off 525 members of Congress. We have 535 members in Congress. Our country is occupied.
Is that like public information, those donations?
Of course it's public information. But you got to remember, look, we're in 2025. Nobody reads anymore.
Whatever donation to any officials, it has to be noted. But some of them hide it. Look at the judge. What's the name? That judge on this the Supreme Court. The black judge.
They asked him a while back.
What's his name again? Well, I think he's the only black judge on there.
Yeah.
I know.
Right. So he hid some funds where, I mean, it's kind of a little corruption. And I'm surprised. This lifetime judge business, it needs to stop. It needs to get. It needs to.
There should be term limits on. There should be term limits on judgeships.
There should be a term.
Same way there should be term limits
If
on
you
Congress.
have some corrupted people that's sitting on this, like Trump installed some of these guys, right? Biden installed some of these guys. You have Obama maybe installed some of these guys, and so forth.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So you have splits agenda on this panel, right? Unless somebody die, nothing is gonna happen. These guys are gonna remain the same. So you're gonna have a problem, fairness, because these guys I think they're not gonna go based on principle and the law. They're gonna go by who put them, how help put them
more money in their pocket.
Right.
Exactly.
So if Trump put 5 of them there, whatever the case may be, most likely any agenda what Trump sets out to accomplish,
They're gonna be with it.
They're gonna be with it, regardless if they think it's wrong.
Right.
Same thing if it's Obama people. If the Democrat is doing stuff and you have 2 or 3 Obama folks on there, they're gonna try to go against it. And then you have these people sitting there for life. So there's no recycling. It's just like you're gonna have to go through this bureaucracy, this nonsense for the rest of your life until someone become a ghost.
Which is wrong, which means if they make bad judgment.
And if they make bad judgment, the society is going to feel it more. And like what they do with Rogue Rave and all these other stuff, I mean, at the end of the day, you're removing that these people cannot have abortion and all that stuff. I mean, if you put yourself in a certain situation, if you get raped, I mean, I'm sure enough if one of their family member, a female, get raped, a wife or a daughter get raped, they're going to abort that.
Well, they're not. I mean,
instantly.
they're not. You do realize this whole abortion thing. First of all, that's at a state level, and they know if you get raped, then obviously that's an exception to get an abortion. The reason the whole thing abortion because women were using it as a form of birth control. You understand? So basically, they want to be out here and be scallywags and harlots.
So you have
and then they get pregnant, and then they want then they want to get an abortion. So they're basically using abortions as birth control. That's where this was coming in at.
So you look.
Somebody gets raped, obviously, yeah, it's going to be an abortion because that's a lie. That's a viable reason to have an abortion.
But I don't see.
But these women, these loose women, these very loose women, call me, are using it for birth control. Okay,
but I don't.
And you know who you are.
I don't see any evidence to stating that these are exception from the policy that if you get raped or if you get this or if you get that, you would allow to
it's at the state's discretion. You do realize that it's not at the federal discretion. It's at the state's discretion.
Well, the federal set it on a global level, and then they leave the state up to.
Well, you mean on a national level, not a global.
And they, I mean, within the U.S., we are. Yeah. That's why I said it's global.
But they're basically stating. You have to remember when like I said, this whole abortion thing, that's basically still set at a state level, and obviously there are exceptions. If you were raped and you get pregnant, of course you can get an abortion. But if you're a woman that that you're just a very loose woman, okay, and you've gotten 3 abortions in the last 18 months, that's a problem, okay? You're using it as instead of using a condom.
I mean, 3 abortions within
18 months. That's ridiculous. That is a.
But how do you go and define where you have? I guess you're assuming, or not even assuming. I guess you're making a statement that a couple, which is a mother, not a mother, a husband and wife.
All right.
should have protected sex then, because I wouldn't even want to say accidents, because there's no one in God's sight is an accident, right? So I don't want to even use the word accident, but at the end, unplanned. Let's use the right.
Okay.
Unplanned. You have an unplanned child.
Okay.
And no, you're saying for husband and wife, they need to have protected sex. Because
I mean, if they don't want to have
abortion,
children.
I mean, remember, because the possibility of the man free semen releasing the female, that can cause her pregnant, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So you're saying that this husband and wife, they should have protected sex.
I mean, that would be ideal.
All right, go on. What do you call it? These pills. What do you call it?
Birth control.
Birth controls.
I mean, yeah, they can do that too. But what I'm saying is that they're using abortions as a form of birth control, and you got to remember the people that they're targeting. Obviously, a husband and wife is not going to be denied of getting an abortion, whether they may feel the baby might have birth defects. We are talking about a certain demographic of women, very loose women, that are using these abortion clinics as if it's their own personal birth control. And that's what they're trying to curtail. And then everybody twisted into all this nonsense. Oh, you're taking away rights. No, we're not. No, you want to act like a bird. You want to act like a whore. And now you have to, and you don't want to be held accountable for your actions. And that's basically what it is. Okay? The word accountability, which is like
stricken
kryptonite,
from the record,
which is like kryptonite to these very, very loose women. And once again, call me.
Anyway, Mike, so what do you think? What do you see new in the financial industry? What do you see in this country and the financial structure? Because people are hurting, man. People are hurting. You see, as what my partner said. Let me get the name straight. What? Who?
Who?
Mondani.
Momdani. Zoran Momdani. A $10 million trust fund socialist that has a rent-stabilized apartment for $2,300, which makes no sense to me, because when is a rent-stabilized apartment $2,300 a month? Don't get me started on that guy.
And the funniest thing is that Okwama exposed him, because himself and his family...
Who exposed him?
Cuomo exposed him, because
which makes no sense to me, because Cuomo's not even in the race anymore. I don't even know.
Are living inside of rent control, but yet he's
$2,300 a month.
Petition. I don't get these guys. Listen, I told you, you and Cuomo, number one, Cuomo, I want you to open up your network so people can reach you, because I love to bring you on the show.
Yeah.
Right.
Mr.
Mondani.
I need...
Just call him Salami. Mr. Salami.
I need you to come on the show, because literally what you're doing is nonsense. I sent you email before. Yeah. If you hear the show, I said it last week. If you listen to the show, or your colleagues or your workers or whatever hear this, I would like them to pass it up, because I would like you to come on the show. And
what I want to know is why does Momdani have a rent-stabilized apartment, but he's a $10 million trust fund baby? That's what I want to know. Then also, what rent-stabilized apartments cost $2,300 a month? That's not rent stabilization. That's robbery. I have a rent-stabilized apartment.
You know these people, right? These politicians, they are corrupted and crooked and stuff like that. So
yes, they are.
That is not no news based on what's going on. It just take time for more things possibly to come out if there's
just more the reason for Curtis Sliwa to be the mayor.
But I know. Anyway, sir, what do you think? What's going on financially? A lot of people are hurting financially. This country, it's, even though according to some financial expert, that on the back end where we can't really see it with the naked eye too much, but there's some hiccups, some major hiccups is going on where people are struggling.
Who are the financial experts?
Well, you have Buffett, you have
and he's
Bloomberg.
Complaining that things are bad.
Yeah, I mean, he was on what's that channel, that news station?
You know, Warren Buffett is a billionaire, right?
Right, but I'm saying, you know, these guys want more. Just like as what even Fox said the other day.
Donald Trump would say with a B.
That's what Fox News said it the other day, and CNN and channel, I think it was Channel 7 also, is saying that based on how things are structured, the rich is getting richer and the poor is getting poorer.
It's always been that
news. I mean, this is also biblical.
It's always been like that.
Yeah, it's nothing new.
It's biblical?
Yeah, but it's getting worse. Meaning that it's really especially when Trump comes in power. It's getting worse. The
market is creating new millionaires.
Yes, they did say that too. There's new millionaires.
So are things getting worse?
What opportunity exists for like the average person, though?
Exactly.
Like,
you have 10 people. Out of 10 people, what? Maybe 2 come out there millionaire?
You know what opportunity exists for the average person? Go get a
That's
job.
You know.
What?
2 out of 10. That's a lot.
No, that's not a lot.
20%.
It's 2 out of 10
That's
become a
right.
millionaire.
That's 20%.
That's good. That's 20%. That's
That-
1 out of 5 people becoming a millionaire.
Nah, what about 1 out of 50?
That means the one at no.
Becoming
no,
a millionaire?
No, he just said. What did you say? 2 out of 10 become
No,
millionaires.
I
right?
said
he
it's
said
probably
that.
2 out of
And
10.
he
Okay,
said
so
that's
2 out of
not
10
good.
is
2 out of
20%.
I mean 20%.
That's 20%. That's 1 out of every 5 people. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. So bully's the millionaire.
That's right.
You understand?
That's not bad. That's not doing good. You should be
That
one.
is good.
No, you
That's-
should be.
that's awesome.
You should be 1 millionaire, 1 millionaire, 1 millionaire. That's how it should be.
It doesn't work that way.
At least 2 of us should
No,
be millionaire
no.
here.
What, out of 5 people? That's a 40%. No. That doesn't. That's not reality, bro.
You know, it's not reality because the median income.
It can't
I
be
believe-
reality when you have this corruption and these government and these politicians are creating things that you and I is hard for you and I to benefit or
What
get
kind
even
of
rich.
service or product do you offer to the public?
Service or product?
Yeah.
Well, from my side, I offer visual, where it comes to recording movies, recording weddings, or not really
So
weddings.
my point is, this is how you become a millionaire. You know, you have to offer a service or a product.
So it's most likely a certain products, right? But it's not everyone offering those.
Service or product.
Right,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of people out there offering. If you go on Amazon, you see how many stuff on Amazon that
There's
offer
a lot of
service.
there's
and
a lot
product.
of people who are owners of Amazon stores that are millionaires.
Right, I
Yeah.
know of a few, and they had to back out and close shop because they're not making it, and they're offering
time-
products and
Things
service.
and time changes. In
Yeah, time
Correct,
changes,
and
and
that's
so
the
does the
point
hustle.
that I'm making. Case in point. That's what things and time are changing because the rich is also getting richer and the poor not moving anywhere. The thing is, what makes it even worse?
But what
is that
makes someone poor? Mindset, right?
the government? No, it's
Nah,
also monetary funds.
The
Having
socioeconomic
poor-
status.
Poorness.
Like,
If you look in it, poorness is when we look in the context of what we're talking about is having monetary funds, meaning money.
Yeah.
That's poor. We're not
Resource,
talking
right.
on an intellectual level where we like I could be well
Yeah, but those
well,
go hand in hand
well
with each
healthy,
other.
right? And you could have a rich man or billionaire who is not healthy. I consider myself wealthy, right?
No,
Or that from that rich man.
I said mindset.
Mindset. So
Yeah,
basically,
it
that
is-
goes hand in hand.
It's a mindset in the context of we talking about. No,
You know why these people are poor? Because they want handouts. They want help. It doesn't work
I am
that
not
way.
going to dismiss the fact.
That's
that
exactly
What-
what it
what-
is. They
what-
want
what-
help.
So it's
No,
like-
I need somebody to save me.
You're
No,
not
save
offering
yourself.
anything and you want something in return.
Exactly.
what
Yeah,
is
but again,
what is poor though? Like, what would we consider poor?
poor is somebody who according to what's
The poverty line, I think the poverty line now is if you make less than $47,000
$41,000. We did the research.
Is it
last
41
week.
or 47?
41,000.
So 40. So basically, and 41,000. Well, 41,600 a year basically breaks down to $20 an hour. So
You're in the
basically,
poverty
anybody
line.
that makes $20 an hour and below is the poverty line.
line. You're low class.
That's the poverty. You're broke. You poor. You ain't got no bread.
Not really though, because you got to think about a household, like the amount of people in a household.
Yeah. So if you're making $21 an hour, you have 4 kids, a wife, and whatever else you have to maintain. How the heck you gonna live off what?
Well,
Probably
for
20
one-
grand?
But
Well,
why
for
you
one-
having 4 kids?
Exactly.
right?
If
You're
you
not
ain't got
making
no money,
But I mean,
if you
again,
ain't got no money, then you shouldn't be getting no honey.
we come back to the point
That's a
where
nice point.
we come back to the point is that there sometimes situation happen. You know, I mean, remember, as I said, I don't want to use the term mistake. You have people who have
4 times.
unplanned
4
situation.
times.
Huh?
4
Four
different
mistakes.
Unplanned, no. That means that they were
Unplanned
too lazy.
situation.
They were
So-
too lazy to go to the store and get a Magnum.
If they can afford one,
What a Magnum,
if they're able
What
to
a
And I'm not talking about the ice cream bar.
what a Magnum is gonna do? It's just gonna give them more power.
What you mean? The Magnum prevents them from having another child
how?
and then
Talk
and
about
digging
a
themselves
Magnum
deeper
Magnum.
into poverty.
Okay. I thought he was talking about the.
But you know, a lot of
What you you thought I meant Magnum ice cream? No, I meant Magnum. I'm sorry. I just put out my business. Yes, I am a Magnum man.
right.
Extra large.
extra. Triple
I don't know.
large.
I ain't know. I'm just a regular Magnum man.
Triple large, right?
I'm just a regular Magnum man. Loose women call me. But yeah, that's basically, I'm basically, saying that. I didn't say I'm a
What's wrong with this
Durex
guy?
man. I'm a Magnum man.
There's nothing wrong with this.
But
guy.
you understand, some people can't afford basic things, right?
Yeah, and that's the point. That's
People have,
again.
people have to make decisions.
People have to make decisions,
Whether
right?
or not they're gonna be able to buy a MetroCard or condom.
But they have to think. You know,
But this
as
goes
I said,
back to living within your means.
So
If you got no money, then guess what? If you have no money, if you're a grown man, 32 years old, making $20 an hour, and you got a woman, then you need to strap up, or you need to get rid of your bro,
here's
because
the
you know
flip
they
script.
cost money.
Here's the flip script, which actually are some actuality. Wealthy guys out there, that was wealthy, was popping these kids, right? Even Cannon right now, he started struggling. As much as money he used to make because he's popping out these kids.
He got like 14
Cannon,
kids.
right?
Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon.
Are you struggling right
Right
now?
now, he started
I'm like,
struggling now because
he ain't struggling. How we sure? He's still
because he
getting
have
money.
like 13, 14
he got all
kids,
them
and
goddamn
financially,
kids.
he started having some issues.
He's wilding.
But also, flip the side to move that a little bit to the side. You have millionaires and possibly billionaires who were billionaires and millionaires are now inside the line of, I wouldn't really reach to the term of poverty, but they're right now scraping the bottom or struggling. What do they do at that point? Remember, they have these bunch of kids now, right?
This is
What you
not
mean?
new. Like, this has always been the case. Like,
Exactly.
so as I was saying, like a poor mindset or poor money management skill, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have the mindset of or a skill of how to manage money, getting money, they say getting money is easy, it's keeping it.
Just keep it.
Right?
Exactly.
So
I don't think it's getting it easy.
Getting money's easy. If you really put your mind to it, whatever you're gonna do, dude. I can literally, no lie, I can be out here all day hustling, 12 hours a day collecting cans, and I'll make $300 in a day collecting
look
cans.
at people who have won the lottery, right? Millions of dollars.
They go broke with it.
They-
5 years?
5 years they go back
Broke.
Yeah.
Horrible money management skills.
Yeah. What do you think caused that?
Bad spending, friends, families. It's a whole mess. Because
Yeah, but everyone have families and friends. Everyone have
they
families.
allow
and
them to, and they live.
Yeah, I
they
think,
want to live this lavish lifestyle. What they see,
lack of
the
financial knowledge.
millionaires or the rappers or whoever out there living their lives, so they want to mimic that. And because of
And that's
you
where they
guys
mess
said,
up
poor
too.
management, they lose all that money. There was this lady, this couple, which I don't understand it. They won the lottery of 400 something million after tax or everything, whatever, and they gave it all away. So
Well, that's probably what fulfills them. But I'm assuming them giving it all away, they probably got a hefty tax break behind that. Remember, there's always remember, like I was talking about last week, there's always a back end to everything.
Right? Or they don't want a headache that come along with wealth. That comes along with being rich.
Listen,
We never went far like
I'll
that.
take that headache. I don't know.
Nah, the thing is
What
that
headache
you
you
start
think?
becoming a target.
It's not easy to be rich. Let me tell you
You
something.
can't
It's a
live
lot.
a normal life
It's a
anymore.
lot easier to be poor than it is to be rich. It is not
because
easy
you're
to
not
be
content,
rich.
you're gonna always want more and more and more. Even if you're stinking rich, you're gonna
That's
always
not-
want
that's
more.
No,
not
that's
true.
it's not.
That's
It's
not
not
true.
that they're content. Don't you know the people that are
Greed.
super rich? No, they're hustlers. They understand that. Let me tell you something. One thing I learned a long time ago: there is no such thing as enough money. There really isn't.
Mike, if you have 50 million right now on you, would you have good night rest?
Of course.
Exactly my point, because his mind is content.
Yeah, that's
Most
that-
of these
that-
guys out there, they cannot sleep. They're restless. They want to make the next dollar
Because it's
because they're greed.
no, it's an addiction. You
I
gotta remember
I don't get it.
they're
What-
on their grind.
What was the question you just asked me? If I would be content with
No,
50 million dollars.
because you use a term where
And I said yes, and you.
No, what I was referring to, because early on, prior to that statement, is that the guys who millionaire, I forgot what Justin said, and I said no, because they agreed, because they constantly want more.
They're
They're not
hustlers,
content.
bro.
They're not content. They keep on wanting more, even though they are rich.
Because
So
that's what
I
keeps
asked
you
you
on
the
top.
question. I said, if you have 50 million in the bank, would you get a good night rest? Most of these rich guys don't do, because they're thinking about the next avenue where they can go to bringing in another 2 million or
Not,
2
not
billion.
really. I disagree.
Yeah, some of them probably do, and the ones that don't get good night rest because they're probably up all night sniffing coke.
Well, that's another side.
All right
piece,
then.
That's another side. But I mean, at the same time, most of these guys are not content. And I would put myself in this situation, because if I probably was in that situation, it may be a scale where I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm 50 million rich now. Let me see. What can I invent to get me another 50 million? It's a human condition thing.
It's easier to make a 100 mil with 50 mil
Yeah,
versus starting from zero.
yeah. Money attracts
Yeah,
money.
but
That's
I'm
the law of
saying
attraction.
the fact is I am not content. It's like I have enough, right? But I'm still not content. I want more, and that's the principle where I'm coming from, or that's the context when I'm creating. The rich,
I don't think that's the mindset of a lot of people.
Yeah.
Some people just like
Not
what
a
they
lot
do now. Like I think Elon likes what he does. I don't think he's trying
Right.
to
Yeah.
make more. And
then
more
why he
and
messing
more.
around with the market and want to buy up everything he possibly can buy in
Because
Tesla?
he can.
Because he want more.
No, because he can.
Yes, he can.
You
and
gotta
he-
remember,
he's
Elon's somebody.
objective.
I agree with you because Elon's not necessarily somebody that's motivated by money. You gotta remember, a lot of these guys that have a lot of money, they're not motivated by
I know,
money.
you guys in denial, man.
No, they're motivated by power. See, like me, I'm not motivated by money. I'm motivated by power. I'm motivated by control.
What gave you power? Money.
Money.
Exactly. So
Exactly.
if you can't,
So
if you
power
can't,
is the next level.
if you
you
don't
understand?
have money, you will not have power.
No, you won't.
Exactly my
So
point.
that's why. So this is why they're not content because they gotta stay on top. Don't you? I'm one of those guys. If I have $50 million, you think, oh, I got 50 million, I'm not doing nothing anymore. No.
It's not the point of you not doing anything, but you're gonna live
Right.
a balanced life. You're gonna live a life with content. You're gonna live a life with a balance.
But when you're
Most of these rich guys, they don't do
because
that.
these guys are natural.
I
Don't you
think
understand?
that's
When you get to
that's
that
what
level,
we would like to see.
when
but
you get
that's
to
not
that level,
reality.
you are a hustler. Don't you understand? You're hustling all the time. Look,
You got-
Donald Trump is 80 years old. He's still out here hustling
no,
because he loves the
he's
hustle.
still ripping off people. He's still criminalizing.
He's not
stuff.
ripping off anybody. You need to stop
Well,
watching
hustling is
CNN.
good.
He makes deals. He's a deal maker.
He's
You
the
see, because I
oldest
make deals.
Out of all of them, all the presidents that created what? Then there's no really.
Let me tell you
illegal
something.
issue
Out
about
of
it.
all the presidents, let me tell you something. He's the only president that was already a billionaire and became a president.
No.
To where these other
Well,
presidents
billionaire.
didn't have any money, and all of a sudden they became a billionaire being a politician. I'd rather trust a guy that already has billions, don't have to help anybody, but he chooses to do
Trump,
this.
who
Doesn't
scheme
even
on
think
What are you talking about?
Wait.
Obama didn't have the kind of money that he had before he went in
Wait,
when he went in
because of-
2008.
well, these guys because
I'm sorry, not Obama. Barry Sotoro. Yeah, we're on to you, Barry
because
Sotoro.
These guys, because when they become certain icon, right? They get speeches that they charge 50,000, 30,000, 50,000. They get
As they
5,
should.
6 of that a month.
As they should.
Of course, they're gonna become millionaire easily.
Right, public speakers.
Exactly.
No.
And that's
Do you have
what
any idea
most-
how much money Obama got right now?
how much?
He's worth about $400-500 million. What do you think? You think he got that from
400. I
You
don't
think
think
you
he
think he
got
got that from speeches? He didn't get that from no speeches.
The way he got it from them.
What do you mean? First of all, he made about what was that? $39 million off the Obamacare. He actually got royalties off the name Obamacare. Who the hell does that as president? He didn't make that much. He was. You know how much he was
He's,
worth when he
he's
became?
also an author too.
Huh?
He's an author.
Yeah, he made. Look, that was a $30 million book deal.
You were talking about you mentioned about Trump. Trump's scheme is where most of his life and rob people blind to where he's at right now.
And that's how Trump made his money. He don't rob
Yeah,
people
so
blind. No.
you support him
Allegedly.
criminalizing.
He doesn't rob people blind, okay? It's not called robbing
No,
people blind.
why he
no,
does, why he does.
It's called filing bankruptcy and keeping all your money. That's what it's called. That's not robbing people
That's
blind.
premeditated criminality.
No, it's not. That
It
means,
is.
That means that I'm always 10 steps ahead of you.
No.
Don't you understand? This is chess, not checkers. Life is not fair. This is what I try to explain to you. See, you know what it is? You're a communist. You don't realize it.
Well, I don't
You
realize.
spew communist rhetoric all the time because you want everything to be fair and everything to be
But
even.
that's the principle of
No,
this.
that is not the principle. That is the principle of communism, okay? Let me tell you something. I'm a free market enterprise. You know what that means? There's
What it
always going to
means?
be winners and there's always going to be losers. Don't you understand?
We agreed to that even last week and the week before. You're gonna have winners. You're gonna have losers.
Yeah,
you're gonna have
and that's how it
bad,
is.
You're gonna have good. You're gonna have evil. You're gonna have whatever the case
Nothing
may
will
be.
ever be equal. Let's
But
put it
I'm
this
saying-
way. Nothing, as long as mankind exists, nothing will ever be equal. Never.
Remember we talking about the
Interesting
politics.
take.
Because if everything becomes equal, you know what happens? We die.
Listen, you remember we talking about the politics and said
Interesting
when
take.
people talk about that they don't do politics or they're not involved in politics.
Of course.
Okay, the same concept. If you want this world or our society to become better, you have to promote balance. Now, does it mean it's going to happen? No, it not doesn't mean it's going to be 100%, but you still have to promote
No.
it. You still have to support it. You still have to push for it.
No.
If you just sit back
If
and
you want
leave-
society to be better, then people need to stop being cowards and
Cowards
stop
in
looking
what?
and
In
stop
what
looking
way?
for somebody to save them. That's when society becomes
You're
better.
talking about the
when
fragment of
everybody
society.
when everybody becomes accountable for their own actions and stops looking for a savior, stop looking for somebody for a handout. that's when society comes better.
How many people you know for a fact looking for a handout? You have people that in circumstances.
What?
You have people who premeditated looking for a handout. Yes, I agree. But at the same time, what is the status? What is the rates between the two parties? One who literally looking for handouts and one who is struggling to find some handouts or just holding their hand out because they cannot do better. What is the ratio?
Well, then they
those
better
two?
tighten their belt, man. That's life.
Life in itself, people, not because you may at a certain status in life where you may be doing better. Some folk, some people have tried to get opportunity to even be where we at, and they can't. Not because they don't want to, they can't. Society just have bombard them down. In
Mike,
The
that's
odds
your
is stacked
mindset.
up against them.
Then you
It's
have
not
to hustle.
mindset, it's reality.
Then you have to
Forget
hustle
about
harder.
reality, it's actuality.
Then you
Life
have
is
to
what you
hustle
make it,
harder.
Mike. Life is what you make
I
it.
could make, look, I'm going to make myself want to be rich. I am rich? No.
Life is what you
How
make
do
it.
you do that? You have
I'm
to
doing
offer
Wait,
a
what
from
kind
day
of
one. I'm
service.
doing things
Wait, what
from
kind of
day
car
one.
does he drive
I'm
again?
offering
He just said he doesn't
services.
want to be rich. What kind of car does this man drive
A
again?
Range Rover.
Don't start your
Doing
nonsense.
A
I
Range.
want to be rich, says the man who drives the Range Rover.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Big
All
body
right,
thing.
then.
Big body thing. Yo, Mike, but bring it down, dude.
What?
Like,
Bring what down?
What?
you know, like poverty, right? Why people are poor or
To be honest, okay,
like,
okay. There's a very small percentage that they are. Unfortunately, you are shit out of luck. Okay,
It's a rule of
but then
nature.
there's a
I
bigger
mean,
percentage that you're poor because you're not putting in the grind. You're not putting in the work. You
You
understand?
can't pray for this thing and it
No,
falls
it doesn't
from-
work that
from-
way.
From
But
the sky,
again,
you know.
but
That's
again,
not how it works, you know.
even with that prayer thing,
Someone
prayer
like
without
Elon
works.
or
He didn't pray for
Zuckerberg,
that
right?
success.
Those
He went on
guys
and
put in
got
the
it.
Oh,
work.
you know he didn't pray for it, but
He
he
didn't
did
pray
his
for that
work.
success. He went on and
Mike,
got it.
Use common sense.
What?
Come
I'm
on.
using it. It doesn't mean people who
If all of us here are in a 100-meter race, right? And
Uh-huh.
all of us pray
one
to,
person gonna win, right?
Hold on. All of us pray to God
Mhm.
to win.
right?
Who you think is gonna
The
win?
one who prayed to God and was doing the training, exactly one is gonna win.
The one who wins is the
Because
one.
what God is
Is
gonna
the
do,
fastest one
No,
on the track.
well,
I know
that's
I
the
ain't
one
winning.
who
I'll pray to
trained.
him all day. My fat
that's
ass
the
ain't
one
winning.
who trained. Comparing to us,
Right.
We have four
Whoever
of us.
trained,
Exactly.
right?
So again,
and you-
So forget about the prayer.
That-
Whoever
that's
put
that
it-
blanket response, though. You overlooking the natural abilities that people also have.
right, but that's what we're talking about. He or she has really already has the natural ability, right? Now he asks God to pray him, and God may say, all right, instead of you doing this type of training, you want to do this. That would increase your skill, what you already have, which I already give to you, to enhance it so you can run and leave these guys. That's what it's all about. It's not necessarily God is gonna
You have to put in the work. You have to train.
Yes,
You
I
You have to
agree.
train, right?
I
Forget
agree.
about the prayer. Because everyone is praying to get rich.
Yeah,
Everyone.
they really are.
Not everyone, but a lot of people buy the lottery ticket, to become a millionaire overnight.
Look, I play lotto 2 times a week. I've been doing that
you
for
haven't bought the ladder
15
yet?
years.
No, man.
He bought the ladder, right? And he's hoping to
2
become
times a
rich.
week, 15 years.
He's open. I bought it before, but
Two
at the
times a
same
week.
time,
That's money you could have had. Like,
Yeah, bro. I spend what? I spend $10.
People
I spend $20 a week.
$200-300 on a weekly basis.
Good
to buy
luck.
Now
a
that's an
ladder,
addiction.
hoping that they would. Well,
That's an addiction.
I wouldn't say addiction. They have so much hope that one of these days they're gonna hit, and that day can't come. And these guys probably spent over $400,000 already.
Yeah. So both me and Jerome Paul disagrees with you. You're saying things are bad, right? Even the stock market disagrees with you because we are at an all-time high.
It's been fluctuating like crazy
But it's
too. The last week.
fluctuating.
It's been
It's up
fluctuating.
and
Last
down.
week it's been going
it
up
made,
and
no,
down.
it made history the other day.
Mike,
It did
it's
it
at
did
a
spike though.
all-time
It did
high.
spike though, yeah.
It's.
I think we made new highs today.
Okay, but yeah, how long that gonna last for?
Yeah,
You're-
but
you're-
forget about that. We had an all-time high though.
Yes, I agree.
So
Just like you're
how
gonna
do you
have
think it gets there? That's trillions and trillions of
no,
dollars.
because
you
of
know.
manipulation of whatever Trump or
Yeah,
his
it's just your
colleagues or
mindset.
whoever. It does. Yeah, that's what they do.
Nah, he restored.
Stop watching CNN.
Right, right.
That's what they do. If they, Mike, you're the one who, Mr. Intelligent, you're the one who also share with us that there are times when these guys, when the companies or whoever looking for certain things, these guys will go and manipulate and create certain things.
No,
to
that is
cause
a
the
Yeah,
market
like
to
Warren
fall.
Buffett. That's what Warren Buffett does when he tells you that the
Don't
economy's
buy
going
it.
bad. Yeah, don't buy it
And then
because
they go and
he's
buy
gonna
it.
buy everything up. That's
Exactly.
exactly what Warren
Case in
Buffett
point.
does.
Yes, but you're saying that there's no funds and things are bad and the economy is down and yada yada yada.
Not because the stock market is up. It's like people are not suffering.
Right,
People
right,
are
so
suffering.
interest rate is still high. Why do you think it's still high? When things
What's
are
prime
good.
at now?
When
What's
things
prime
are
at now?
bad, you
Still
cut
high
interest rate.
because if they go, and even the boys them said it, Buffett, Span, Bloomberg, they said it. If this guy, what's his name, that runs the
Yeah, but
Fed,
those
Jerome
guys
Powell?
you mentioned, those guys are
Jerome Powell.
they all cheat.
if
They
he
play
move
dirty.
that an inch down, there's gonna be a collapse in our economy.
Oh,
How?
yeah.
No.
I can't tell you the scientific because I'm not that
That's
great.
that's
with
that's,
the
that's
stuff, but
fear mongering.
I mean, I'm relying on these guys' skills and the knowledge.
You
and
shouldn't
stuff like
rely
that.
on them.
They are saying that if they move, that's
Justin,
why they
just
don't
say it,
move
you know,
it.
so you're talking about market manipulation, right? And
Right.
Warren Buffett, who's a billionaire,
100%.
who's at the top of the top, right?
And he's been a billionaire. I'm
Pyramid,
45 years old. He's been a billionaire my whole life.
Right.
right? And this guy gets the information before the mass communication media gets it. He gets it from the source itself.
Yeah,
He's telling you not to buy it because
because he's
things
gonna
are
do the
bad.
exact opposite.
Jamie Dimon was doing the same thing. Who's Jamie Dimon?
Jamie Dimon, isn't the boy from
That's
Jamie Dimon is your
Chase.
boss.
CEO Chase. Yes.
Right. Jamie Dimon is your boss, right?
Mhm.
So Jamie Dimon
Yes.
was
Bill,
telling
Bill
people
Pullman
not
played him
to
in Too Big to
buy
Fail.
not to buy Bitcoin at like $10,000
Mm.
when it was at like $10,000
He
or
G'd us
$7,000.
too. He G'd us
He
too.
told people not to buy
He
Bitcoin.
cheat us.
Bitcoin is a
Well, he
scam. This
bought-
that. Where's Bitcoin now?
Bitcoin's at like 115,000 a share.
121,000.
But that doesn't depict the fact that the economy is not doing well.
But where do you see that though?
The economy
But
is what you make
let's
it.
use what's the name where Trump is trying to push this guy because to bring down
Interest rate.
Interest rates,
Right.
yeah.
So these guys are expert and skilled way beyond Trump knowledge because Trump is coming up on a different agenda. He is trying to
You
make
know,
things,
Trump have a team behind him, right?
Exactly.
everyone has a team behind him.
Right.
Everyone.
So you're saying Trump doesn't know what he's doing, and Trump.
This is not the point of Trump doesn't know what he's doing. Instead of listen, the problem with Trump is that he has a team, right?
Right.
And instead of he relies on his team, he become this dictator control where if what he says, even though he doesn't have the knowledge.
Your
to it-
opinion. That's
Well,
your
if you
opinion.
want to call it that. I
And
mean,
what
that
you
is
hear on
I've
CNN.
seen. This is what I seen on the news. Even his own party.
What news? CNN? I know it was CNN.
No, it's
Just
Fox.
say it.
It's Fox.
The lies you spew. You don't even watch Fox. The lies you
I watch
spew.
Fox. That's what you said. I watch all
Lies,
of them.
lies.
So
The only time you watch
continue.
Fox is when the
Continue.
Simpsons are on. The Simpsons.
So
And
continue.
based on these guys, at the end of the day, when these experts, which he's in his cabinet, would bring things to him, if he doesn't like it, he's not running with it, and he goes the opposite way.
So what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that, but you don't have the expertise. You hire people, you bring people in your party because you don't know it all. You may have some faint knowledge of what you do, right? But yet you have guys out there who you're bringing who surpass your faint knowledge. But he's still not relying on these guys who we bring in to help him and make good decisions. He's like, okay, you know what? That don't sound good. I don't like it. Why you don't like it? I just don't
That's
like
not
it.
how it works, Mike.
Yeah, that's
how
not-
it works.
His party
All right, so-
complain
all
about
right.
it all the time.
So let's use common. Let's
Yeah, but
use
that-
common sense.
his
here,
party,
right?
no, these are, yeah.
His own,
Let's
I
have
don't
his
even
own
go to
party.
Democrat
Let's-
because the Democrat already.
No,
you know,
I'm saying, you're saying
I'm
his
using
party.
his own party.
Yeah, but his party, yeah, you know why? Do you know why they're complaining?
Why they're complaining?
Because it doesn't serve their personal interest. So
Thank
now
you.
they're trying to spin it.
So
You
let's have
understand?
a dialectical conversation, right? Common sense. Interest rate is high, right?
Mhm.
When interest rate comes down, what happened? People start borrowing.
No, things are
People
become cheaper.
start borrowing. Yeah.
People can buy and can afford certain
Right.
things.
And that
now because-
stimulates the economy.
And correct.
So
Right.
who does that help?
What do you mean how it does help?
Who does that help?
That helps the middle class, the lower class, and the
everyone. There
It
you
helps
go.
everyone.
And that's what chumps want.
Yeah, he's trying to help everyone. See, you
But
want the
think
lower
about
class
it.
and the poor
This-
people to
here's
get
the
theirs,
thing.
but you don't want the rich people to get paid, and that's not right. Because
don't wanna-
everybody should get paid.
No. just like what Obama did at one time, where what he
His
did,
name is Barry
one of the
Soetoro.
things
Stop
what he
calling him
went- when he
Obama.
went into power,
His
he
name is
said,
Barry Soetoro.
you guys are not, because he's gonna support the middle class and the lower class. That's what he was all about, right? Instead of the guys, Trump went in office in 2016, right? He started putting policies in place
You
that
just
it benefit.
dislike Trump. And
That is benefit. Listen, I support when Trump makes certain good moves. I support him. You see me stand here and applaud him.
But
Yeah.
by
And when he screw up, just
why
like
you
if
say-
it's Obama
so
or
Trump
Biden,
convincing
But Trump
the Fed
supports
chairman,
everybody.
huh?
Trump convincing the Fed chairman to bring interest rate down low,
Yeah.
right?
Because that'll stimulate
You
the economy.
disagree with that?
But
You're saying
I mean, he's pushing just like that guy who brought. I mean, we kind of discussed this already and kind of get a drift. But the guy brought the report of what's happening in the stock market, put it compiled so he can understand or whatever case may be. And because he feel that this guy is going against him, he fire him. And the guy was bringing the logical report.
yeah, he's not doing a good job, but that's how it works.
Oh, he's not doing a good job. He's reporting what is actually there. He's
That's not
making-
what's there.
Because Trump has this illusion where everything has to go right. Right? There's no failure. To become a great leader, there's sometimes you have to fail. And this is how you learn as you move up the ladder. A leader can't just always right. You're gonna fail at some time, and you learn from that failure. Where you also understand, okay, if I go this path, I'm gonna fail. This what create this.
But he failed already. He learned all his failures in his first term. He learned all his failures in his
and he
first
come and
term.
doing the same bullcrap again.
No, he's not.
No, man.
No,
he's
not.
not. No,
All
he's
these
not.
do the
Not at
same
all.
thing.
Not at
Tell
all.
us something that Trump just did like recently that's good. Something good.
Everything
Let
he
me ask
does is
Mike.
good.
You.
Tariff.
Everything he does is good.
Can't be tough.
Everything he
Something-
does
Yeah,
is
yeah,
what?
yeah. Something
Exponential
recent.
benefit.
Cannot be the
See?
turf.
The tariff?
Yeah.
Remember we talk. Listen,
We just
Yes,
had a record
yeah, I
$28
agree with
billion.
you. I agree with you.
Angel. Remember we talked about this last week. Now, here's the thing. I mean, Mike did kind of
Answer
break
my
down.
question first
You did
and
break
stop
down.
evading the question.
All
I'll
right.
give you
What
Yes.
the question you
them.
asked?
What has the president done recently that you think is something good?
It's not on the top of my head. I don't see any.
What has the president done recently that you think is bad or negative?
The tariff situation. You get
my
that's
point, right?
See, that's crazy because I
What?
think that's a great situation.
How?
The fact,
How is it a
the
great
fact that he lifted the
situation?
suspension. Do you have any idea how much money we're about to bring in this month?
Listen.
In
Skyrocket.
July,
Right.
we brought in $28 billion.
Because
That
you're
was
ripping off
he lifted
countries.
the suspension. Listen,
Right.
he lifted
You're
the
ripping
suspension
off countries.
August 1st. You know what that means? We're going to bring in $100 billion in revenue. He's not
see,
ripping off
you're
any
just making
country.
my-
These
He's not
countries
ripping off
have
any
had
country.
America
We're
for
getting our
years.
just due. We're getting our just due. What
But
it is,
again,
what
it
he's
is
no,
just
what
it.
he's making the world realize is that you need the United States.
Just
so
it.
therefore,
Didn't-
you need to get in line.
didn't we
That's
say-
that's the
did-
point.
didn't we-
That's the point that
That
he's
is the
making.
point.
Didn't we hammer?
Justin,
Didn't we?
Justin, you want to invite the president to come on our show?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
invite him.
Donnie, please come. Please come. Even though you're still kissing Israel's ass, which really pisses me off. Donnie, please come.
All right, we're stricken.
Because
It's
Donnie,
stricken
you're
from
my
the
guy.
record. This is stricken from the
You're my
record.
guy. No, it's not stricken.
It,
Donnie,
it
you're my
didn't
guy.
mean that. It didn't mean that.
You're my guy. I don't know. Maybe you're trying to run some play on them. I don't know. All I know is that the baby boomers are the only ones that
You
support
see,
Trump.
You're the one who started. you like this drama, right?
Mr. President, on
Yes.
behalf of the Garage
Yes,
Podcast,
President
I would
Donnie.
like to apologize
I would
for-
love for you to come.
You see,
Justin
the
rude
snake
behavior.
is laying there quiet, and you go and dig up the hole.
Anyway, all right. So something since you call me Trump Jr., right?
Because you're baby Trump.
Good.
Baby Trump.
Baby Trump.
You gotta understand.
But
that
he's MAGA Porter.
It is just due. Like, even though I'm against the tariff and all that, I didn't see the good in it. When I look at the stats that's coming out, look at the
See?
stock market.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
You gotta look at the
Look,
analytics.
if
Thank
you're
you.
raping
Numbers
the
don't lie,
countries-
right?
nah, not at all.
All right. The
If you're
Democrats
raping-
lie
Numbers
all
don't
the
lie.
time, though.
If you're raping all these innocent countries, again,
How they innocent,
hold on.
though?
Didn't we hammer out this last week?
Respectfully, I don't want to disagree with you,
Yeah.
but if you look at the stats,
Yeah. It's
What the
profitable,
time-
man.
Okay, here's the thing.
we're in the U.S. is in the
Numbers
deficit.
don't lie. Just me, the
Remember
loose
what-
women.
Remember what we said last week, right? And both of you agreed.
What did we say last week?
Last week when we said, I don't have no problem with Trump or any of his colleagues or even Obama or Biden approaching and attacking using adding these tariffs to these other countries, but added to countries that who is really needed to be added. For
Everyone
instance,
needs to pay.
Everybody has to pay.
Everyone needs to
if
pay.
if I'm this island or this country, and you and I as the U.S., we agree 10% for you, 10% for you. We clap hands, we shake, we sign, or we walk away. We agree. We're on common ground, right? But yet I come in behind your back now and say, you know what? I don't want no 10% from you. I'm going to slap you with 20%. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
these
do you know
guys-
why? Because they're
for
slapping
what?
us with 150%
How
tariff.
they
That's
slapping
why.
when they have equality with you?
No, but
That
they
doesn't make any
haven't.
sense.
But they haven't. That's the whole thing. Don't you understand? What he's charging them is what they've
You're
been charging
missing it.
us.
No, I'm talking about countries who are in. I'm not talking about, let's say, use Canada and Mexico as an example, right?
Okay.
They have a free.
All right, so
we are
name,
talking about
name a
countries.
country that isn't in concert
Australia.
with us.
We have Australia. We have the penguin. Where
Okay.
he put in tariffs on an island that doesn't have human
Yeah,
being
do you
on
know
it.
why?
What the hell?
The reason why he did that because there were shell companies in other countries that were
Anywhere
using
you put
Penguin
it.
Island to say, oh, no, this is from Penguin Island. I don't got to pay no tariffs. It's a loophole that we're
If
using.
you-
So
even
guess
if you
what?
put it-
He blocked their loophole.
Even if you put it, there's no one. So of course you're gonna attack. Of course you're gonna know that somebody's trying to invade.
All right,
invade.
then.
But I mean, that you go after that. But why you putting tariff on the island that doesn't have a human
Mike.
being?
Because
existing?
it already stops the loophole before they can even start it,
You know
bro.
what?
Use
This
your
is
brain,
chess,
Mike,
not
and stop-
checkers,
and
man.
stop.
Do you play chess? I don't think you play chess.
No, I play
This
checkers.
is chess, not checkers.
Anyway, so you guys know the situation in
What?
Chicago, right? And Washington.
Yeah, that they
Right.
just federalized the police.
Right. You
What-
think that's a
yo,
good thing or
the
that's
what?
I
a
think
bad
that's
thing?
a great thing. I think that's a great thing.
The what?
They just federalized DC police.
And they get
They
rid
federalized
of, they get rid of all the homeless encampment out in DC, like the homeless.
I mean, the National Guards. I think the mayor called the National Guards.
No, what I'm saying is that they federalized DC Metro Police. So what it is, the
Because
DC Metro Police,
I
mean, the
they are
crime
now
rate-
federal cops.
I mean, that should be. I mean, all cops.
So what
should
they're
be,
doing is that they're cleaning them out. They're cleaning all the, because you got to remember.
And also you
I'm
can't-
not sure if you ever been to
you
DC.
can't touch
DC's a shithole. Like aside from the White House, DC is disgusting.
I
So
would
what they're
disbelieve,
doing,
like-
they're cleaning. It's bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's bad. It's funny because they say, "Oh, crime is down in DC 25%." Yeah, but DC was horrible. DC was the murder capital back in the 90s. I forget what year it was, but I know it was like early 90, 91, 92. DC was a horrible place. It still is a horrible
was
place.
that's
Crime rate is
past
still high.
tense.
No,
In the
it still
past.
is a horrible place. So they
Chicago,
federalized all the cops.
same thing.
Chi-Town, same thing with Chi-Town. Please come to New York and do that, and please chase Salami out of here. Please chase Salami out of here.
And you talking about me? Come,
No, you gotta speak to the president. He's listening.
Donnie, I'm still on your side, bro. Netanyahu got to go,
I tell you,
but I like what you're doing.
No,
dig
that's not what I said.
Huh?
You dig it up enough. The snake was sleeping, the lion was taking his rest, and you want
you-
to.
Yeah, but I think that's a good thing, you know.
I think it's a good thing too. We need order. Like what it is, our country is out of control, bro.
Crime
We
is
need
really
order.
bad in Chicago.
Crime is bad everywhere.
Crime is bad everywhere.
Crime is
in
but
Chicago,
and to be honest with you, crime is bad in the blue state in democratic run cities.
I mean, it was
They
in
really are.
Louisiana, right? Yeah,
They
at one
really
point.
are.
And they
Look at
shipped
New
to
York, bro.
Chicago.
Look at New York. It's a cesspool out here. I had to move to Westchester County.
Wait, you mean cesspool in what sense?
It's a cesspool in the 5 boroughs of New York.
In
It's
what sense?
disgusting.
In what sense?
What do you mean?
It's like a dump.
It's
That's
a
what I'm
dump.
asking
If
you.
you look, if you
It's a cesspool. Have you not gone to Fordham Road lately?
It's empty.
Have you not gone to Third? No, it's not. Have you not gone to Third Avenue?
It's
Matter of
empty.
fact, no. Call me to Third Avenue at 1 o'clock in the morning.
It's
night
empty because
it's
of
night of the living
all the
dead out
immigrants.
there.
All the
It is-
immigrants are hiding.
No, it is night of the living
it's-
dead out
no,
there.
it's picking
yeah,
back
all
up.
the immigrants. No, all the immigrants have got deported. Now we just got to deal with the fiends.
a lot, a bunch of them.
Well, you look in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, I think what's the town is that it has the worst and the highest homeless situation
That's
in the US.
that's Philly probably.
It's Philly. Yeah.
That's either Philly or Pittsburgh. Yeah, because you got to remember in Philly you got Kensington
in the
Beach.
entire country.
Yeah,
They are the number one when it comes to
Yeah,
homelessness.
because you got Kensington. Kensington is nothing but zombies.
But this is the problem. What I'm saying from day one, like
YouTube clips.
what I
Yeah.
never support is that the government here started when Ukraine and Russia kick off. They jump up and started giving $40 billion or $50 billion. Actually, it was
yeah, that was
$40
your boy
billion.
Biden.
Yeah, and it was bullcrap what they were
Yeah,
doing.
they shouldn't. Yeah, they were laundering money,
You
bro.
have people here are suffering. Economy is not doing well. You have
Yeah, but
people
that's
that
not
are
Trump's
suffering.
fault. Trump is trying to stop that.
Regardless of what, if it's Trump for again, I blame whoever is responsible. And it was Biden them in there. Yeah, they're the ones who the nincompoop.
Well, it was Biden was the
are
puppet.
ones that were
Sotoro,
doing
Barry
this.
Sotoro was the
Because
puppet
you have
master.
people here. You're going to try to save this country. I'm not knocking that the U.S. don't need to help people. I mean, at the end of the day, I support people helping people. At the same time, there's supposed to be a common balanced ground where U.S. is not the only wealthy country out there in the world, right? But they always trying to take on people business and always trying to take on the world. You have wealthy countries out there could have supported this and say, hey, U.S. you give $2 billion, this country give $2 billion, this country give $2 billion, and create that equal balance. And then if you send it to Ukraine or whatever the case
I
is.
needed to run for office. I needed to run for
I
office.
probably would too.
Yeah, run for office.
Which
If
one
he
you
runs
want?
for office, I'm calling the police on him. I'm telling you that right now.
But
You
don't
will
make
get
it
caught
too
up in a
long,
scandal.
guys.
What?
Wrap it up.
Huh?
Man. Don't make it too long, please.
Huh?
Don't make it too long.
What?
What?
People are complaining that the way the show is too long. When they look at it, it's too long.
Really?
Yeah.
They're not
Because this is
entertaining?
toxicity to me. I have to spend
Yeah,
like
it's too long. Or is
45
it,
minutes.
oh, we're
trying to-
too intelligent for them. Is that what it is?
Too long. Because when you look at it, you're like, damn, I have to watch it. 2 hours?
Huh? We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to break it down in reels. Then don't worry.
45 and an hour. Between 45 and an hour.
All right. We didn't go that long last week. How long we went last long?
One time, we went 2 hours and 20-something minutes or something like that.
Last week
Whatever.
was an hour and
Yo,
like
but it was a
20
nice
minutes.
vibe.
I mean, I love watching the show because I like hearing myself talk.
Yeah, because
So-
it's the difference, you know?
Well, we are getting close to that time. We start.
Yeah.
But anyway, the other thing that I think
45 minutes to an hour.
it's coming the laws of the land. There are laws that are creating, and I think these laws. I think one of the things the local law we are in New York. One of the local law they're trying to push back is the stop and frisk. It was a fight.
They trying to come back with that?
Yeah, according to what some invention are, I am not 100% sure if it's Adam who's trying to push that because he realized that he's really losing. Now, please don't run with this info because I don't know if it's factual yet. It was some buzzing going on. As I said, usually once we clarify certain things, we will fact check it, but this is some type of buzzing what we hearing going on. So we're talking on the hypothetical right now. And if that's the case, that's kind of sad because when we know that this was in place when Bloomberg time, it was horrible, especially us as black
Yeah.
and a minority and Puerto Ricans and so on and so on. It was horrible for us.
Yeah.
Because it was people were losing their lives as well, just like that because the cops always think that these guys are up to
He's
something.
going to stretch it in us. Promise you he's going to stretch it.
What?
Continue.
Stretch what?
The show.
How are we gonna stretch the show? We start at 9:15. Look at the time.
What time is it? We're good. Want to be on like
No,
7 minutes.
he has somewhere to go. I think.
I don't have nowhere to go. I'm just telling you what people are watching in the
Right,
store.
but we
Oh,
keep within the confinement of that time, right?
Oh. Well, look, I feel stop and frisk is probably good to an extent for now. Now, back when Bloomberg had it,
It's too biased.
it was. Back when Bloomberg had it, it was biased. Right now, the way the city is, especially with all these YNs running around and they need to be slapped around, yeah, you need stop and frisk. Now, I would say, yeah, put them in certain neighborhoods. And people say, oh, that's no, it's not because it's necessary. You go to Brownsville, yeah, you need stop and frisk.
Why
You go
need
to
stop and
Riverdale,
frisk
you
in
don't
Bro-
need stop and frisk.
Why you need Brownsville? Why in
Have you been to Brownsville?
No, that's what
Okay,
I'm
then
asking.
go to Brownsville.
What is
Go to
up there?
Brownsville. Tell me when you're.
Wait, Brownsville, Brooklyn? Or?
Yeah,
Okay.
Brownsville needs stop and frisk.
Why they need?
Riverdale don't need stop and frisk.
Why Riverdale is
Said
the rich side?
Brownsville just now.
Yeah, that's what
no,
he said.
Brownsville, Brownsville,
Because
Brooklyn.
I was like, I disagree with you.
Brownsville.
Brownsville up the hill, Brownsville.
Yeah, Brownsville.
So what is about Brownsville? You think need
Brownsville
fr-
is Wild Hood. Have you ever been out there?
so
Brownsville
you
is
think
crazy.
you're saying is higher than Bed-Stuy?
Yeah, Bed-Stuy.
It's neighboring.
Bed-Stuy's
it's
Disneyland now. Bed-Stuy's gentrified.
Big time.
Bushwick is
Actually,
gentrified.
you're right about that.
Brownsville is the
You're right
hood.
about that. I
That's
was
where
over there. the other
Brownsville
day.
is where the savages
You
are at.
almost can't tell the difference between Manhattan
No, you can't.
and
So, like-
Bed-Stuy.
Well, that's a great
In
point.
Bed-Stuy.
But I say
that's
that's-
a great point. Respectfully,
Yeah.
you can't. It's no need to have stop and frisk in Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
No, it's safe.
Respectfully,
It's safe.
You understand me? Right. It is safe.
If you do you need stop and frisk on the east side of Harlem? Yes, you do.
yes, sir.
Do you need stop and frisk in the South Bronx? Yes, you do.
Respectfully.
Do you need stop and frisk on Fordham Road? Yes, you do.
What happened on Fordham Road?
What you mean? What do you not go
A
outside?
lot of
I'm outside every day. What are you
right,
talking
so-
about?
These are areas.
He's referring to
Third
the
Avenue.
criminality.
These are areas that it needs to
Harbor
be cleaned
criminals.
out. Yeah.
Criminals everywhere. You are
No.
one of them.
You talking about?
Yeah, I'm a criminal, but I live in a nice neighborhood. You understand?
See, that's where you go.
You gotta
So
remember, you have
so you could go around.
high level, you have white collar criminals, and you have ring around the collar criminals.
So which one are
okay?
you?
I'm a high collar criminal. Bro. All right, I'm talking about ring around the collar criminals. Clean them up.
He referring to the illegalities and the criminalities.
That's what I mean.
Those elements he's referring to.
That's what I'm referring to. You don't need it. Look, let's put it this way. On this side, where we're at right now, this is a residential area. This is pretty quiet.
Well, you have
This is
criminals
over
around here.
But nah, you want to go up to 241 in White Plains, 233 up there? Yeah. Over by Edenwald? Yeah, you're gonna need stop and frisk.
At least until they clean it up.
You understand what I'm saying? But there's gonna be they have to pick and choose exactly. So basically, high crime areas.
I'm pretty
Okay,
sure
not
they have-
everywhere is a
I'm
high
pretty sure
crime
they have
area.
the data.
There's criminals in Bronxville, but these are different kind of criminals. Okay.
These are
You-
white collar criminals.
No,
right?
yeah, and on top of that, you need to get through their whole team of lawyers before you can even get to them. I'm talking about dudes that we're on the train. You definitely need stop and frisk on the train after 11 p.m. From 11 p.m. to 7 a.m.
I mean, the
You
crime.
definitely
The
need to stop
crime
and frisk on
according
the
to them, the crime kind of depreciated in the subway system because they deploy more cops and
Yeah.
so forth. I mean, that's what they need to do.
And then also, I think old New York needs to come back to where people need to stop being cowards. And if somebody's messing with you, you throw their ass in the train tracks.
No,
trying to-
don't say that. Wipe that out.
Huh?
no, yet I mean,
No,
you're thinking that
I'm very hands on.
We need
I'm
this-
very hands on. I will never play the victim.
That is stricken from the record.
No, it's
That is
not.
stricken from the record. We don't support violence. We don't encounter violence, and we don't even bless with violence.
I
We
wake
don't-
up every day and choose violence. Every day.
The toxicity. This is what I'm
Every
telling
day.
you. Again, people just overlook.
Everybody knows I choose
Overlook.
violence, okay? If my air condition don't work, I choose violence.
What are you gonna do?
I have proof.
I heard some words are throwing around.
It's
Anyway,
it's
CIA,
real. It's
CIA,
real though. It's real. I'm a little
the
bothered. that I'm agreeing with him
UPSCC
right
is the CIA is coming.
Violence is needed. Violence is necessary.
Listen, I don't want to be on the show while you guys talking about it.
Hey, that's why he probably was away
I
for
don't
like
want to be on the show.
3 weeks, right?
This
He
guy.
was hiding. Now the truth comes out. He was
This guy
hiding,
really
right?
cute.
Meanwhile, you're engaged in certain conversation. I can't do it. All right?
Hey,
do it.
anyway, thanks. People is about that time, you know.
That's it. That only felt like 15 minutes.
We've been here over an hour and 10 minutes. Actually,
Really already? What time did we start?
No, it's an hour and 5
It's nice
minutes.
chopping it up though.
Nah, that's
I'm-
I love doing this. And we got a full house too. I'm like giddy.
I look forward.
Where my man Bully? I haven't seen Bully. Where's Bully?
He was just
Bully
here.
somewhere around.
He was just here earlier.
Bully
I ain't
about-
seen Bully in a minute.
Bully gonna cook some
Wrap up
fish.
the
Right?
show, man.
Bully.
You're eager to get on.
No, no.
Oh,
We're
once
gonna-
again,
we're gonna
shouts
talk
out.
after
What's
the
what's
show.
no? Lil No, what's up? I shouted you out last
Oh.
week. I'm saying listen to the video again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was giving Lil
Yeah,
No props.
how you come you didn't tell me about no?
Sure.
No, don't hide from me. How come you didn't tell me about no? You need to promote.
Dropping bars out here.
Yeah, dropping bars, man.
I didn't even know either. I saw it on YouTube, you know?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. We saw it on
Oh,
YouTube.
wait.
Yo, the boy got bars. Shouts
Anyway.
out, I forgot his boy's name, but shouts out to Lil No.
Salute.
That's his name.
That's his little no, right? Well, folks, we come to that time again. We thank you for taking the time out, joining Mike and Mike. I would, as usually, ask the panel their final thoughts. So, Mr. Toxicity, what is your Toxicity final note?
Same as it ever was. Okay, abortion is not a form of birth control. Okay, so you loose women out there, call me. But abortion is not a form of birth control. That's all I gotta say.
Something wrong with this kid, right? Angel,
Stay strong. Stay mentally strong. Powerfully strong. Absolutely stay strong.
Yeah.
I don't know why that made me laugh so much.
I mean, the thing is that we just gotta stay ahead of the curve. You know, challenge, like struggles and difficulties gonna come. We just gotta make sure we get more out of struggles and difficulties than it gets out of us. And we're
I
always
agree.
gonna be ahead.
I agree, 100%.
You shall overcome, my brother.
we shall over.
Intelligent
Nah, I mean,
investor.
seriously,
Good times, good
Yeah,
times.
yeah. As I always say, it's gonna be the same thing, right? Mike, do not listen to him about skies falling, okay? Things are what you make it. Life is what you make it. You know?
Yes. Yes. I agree.
Yes, I agree to a certain extent. Anyway, folks, as I said before, do your diligence. Stay amongst in society. Support. Do what you gotta do to make changes. We cannot rely on these politicians or whoever to help us or make changes to society. They are not there for that. So do your thing. Make sure that you're part of this thing.
I didn't know that he knew that.
Really? Anyway, thank you for joining us one more time. And I hope and pray that you will keep on subscribing. Share with a friend, share with a friend, even a stranger. Even if you stop someone in the street and say, hey, you know about this awesome podcast, please subscribe it. Please subscribe to them because they have some good topics and they have this individual there that, yeah. Anyway, thank you again. And hopefully we'll see you next week, same time, same place. Peace out.
Peace.